Welcome to Degenerate Nation Podcast. I am with Patrice. He is back for more. Beep, 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 beep. Beep, 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 hello. What should we talk about? How about...
It is... Drumroll, please. It is Substance Abuse Awareness Week, and...
Oh, that's good.
I think that's cool. We should educate the kids. Let people know that there's a week now dedicated to abusing
You can just
substances.
abuse the fuck out of it in late October before an election.
Yeah.
That's the best time to have awareness for some cause.
Mm-hmm.
While the world is distracted with Halloween and fucking
there you go.
Pandemic and also election.
Or better, you could tie it into the election and Halloween.
Would you say it's counter-programming? Counter-programming rehab trivia?
Maybe a little bit.
Substance abuse trivia.
Substance abuse trivia. Yeah, so this is an announcement from my school. This is hosted by a university, which I applaud them for trying to be somewhat proactive with it.
Yeah. Because they have a lot of substance abusers at community college.
Yeah. I mean,
100%.
Absolutely.
Substances are fueling community college educations.
Yeah.
Fueling.
How else do you think, people that settle for community colleges can afford the out-of-state tuition?
Out-of-state tuition?
Yeah, there's out-of-state tuition for community college. It's expensive. You're paying like...
You can go to another state's community college?
Fuck yeah, you can. That's how...
Online?
Online or in person.
Like cross the borders?
Yeah. Like I need... Ooh, that was a good one.
You like that one?
That was a good fart.
You needed a course in Maryland or something?
Yeah, like if you really wanted to go to University of Maryland University College, and you didn't live in Maryland, you could still go there, but you would
It's
be
an
paying...
online college, right?
Yeah, but you don't have domicile. Like, you don't have... Your domicile isn't in the state.
Oh, it's all... If you can go to UMUC, you gotta do it.
Yeah.
And you got to get that in-state tuition.
I got to get that in-state tuition.
Yeah, you got to move to Maryland to go to that school.
Hey, medicinal weed or recreational weed now.
In Maryland?
Yeah. It's one of the two, if not both.
When?
Within the past like year or two.
Oh. I know they don't have legal sports betting yet, but we'll get to that.
It's coming. Yeah, we'll get there. But yeah,
it's an ungodly state.
It's ungodly.
It's kind of a trash hole, but there's some nice spots.
There's some, and it's probably this true for everywhere. There's some nice white neighborhoods.
Yeah.
I think I just find the trivia thing hysterical because it's like, all right, guys, it's Substance Abuse Week.
Yeah.
What's the best way to let people know what we're going to do this week? How about drug trivia?
Drug trivia!
Yay!
That was the thing that I thought of when it's like, oh, are we being quizzed about drugs? Like, that sounds awesome.
Yeah. What are you going to be
I wouldn't win, but it sounds like fun to participate, especially the prizes. Drugs. Like fucking drug paraphernalia, like pipes. I want a new pipe.
Be like, if, this has got to be one of the, like, I'm imagining what the questions would be like.
Yeah.
So this one's a multiple choice. I'm imagining some little, like, woman on a mic camming herself. Not that type of cam, but like broadcast. And she's like, all right, so this is going to be multiple choice. So here's the question. I'm going to read the little statement, and then you're going to have some options. So Troy and Marco are shooting up after their job at the factory in the parking lot behind work. Troy, or what was his name? Troy. Yeah. Troy accidentally overdoses. If you are Marco, do you A, take his stash, dump his body out of the car, and drive away? B, call 911. C, use the Narcan and tell him he's a bitch. D, forget that you've already OD'd and you guys are both already dead.
I would say A or D.
I would say A.
A is definitely like, you chop them up. I mean, you gotta chop them up. You got a hacksaw in your car.
You do. It's like...
You're like panicking. You're high as fuck. And you're just like, I gotta chop them up.
Maybe if I chop him up, they won't be able to identify him. Mm-hmm. But like you...
You gotta keep his teeth. Why don't they keep their teeth?
Yeah, dental records.
It takes much longer to figure out who someone is on a body when you can't find their teeth. And by then, you've already graduated. You got your degree from University of Maryland.
University College.
Where murderers roam free.
Murderers, come take our courses in paleontology, homophobia, maybe some axe murdering.
Paleontology, homophobia.
What other types of questions do you think would be on drug awareness?
I mean, that was a pretty fucking good one. That's a strong lead. Poppers. I want questions about poppers. I'd be like, oh, poppers!
So according to the CDC, which inhalants get you the most fucked up? Oh, sorry. I think our intern wrote these. We meant to say most quote-unquote buzzed.
Poisoned.
Poison, because drugs are bad.
Drugs are bad, okay. Okay, so is it
A, brake fluid, B, your inhaler, C, cigarette smoke, or D, poppers. All right, now write your answers down. And
how about heating a urinalysis container for 17 seconds in the microwave?
Ooh.
That's the write-in, and it's the write-in! Can you imagine, like, somebody's fucking hot, like, drug-spattered urine, and you get high off someone else's urine that was high when they just pissed? Just huffing urine.
He's a huffer. He's a huffer for the
huffer, hoo-ah, hoo-ah, huffer,
hoo-ah, hoo-ah. I'm imagining, like, so I know we're kidding, but I'm curious, what.
See if there's, like, a thing on the site. When is the event?
This was, it was today at 3, so we missed it.
Fucking midday trivia?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Way to make people aware of something in the middle of the day on a fucking Monday.
You know when people are the most likely to OD is, 3 o'clock on a Monday afternoon.
Yeah, because they want to die at the same time Jesus did. 3:30 or so in the afternoon.
I thought he would die on a Tuesday. He was like, I just got to get through this week.
Yeah, man, this week's been rough.
This week's been tough. All right, Monday, fucking done with Monday. All right, wake up Tuesday morning, you're like, fuck, I can't do this anymore. Oh my God.
If only there was a solution.
If only someone could just fucking crucify me. He gets in an argument with Judas. He's like, yeah, you know what, Judas? Fine. You think I won't do it? You think I won't do it, Judas? Fine. Fuck you and fuck the rest of the apostles. You guys suck. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna go fucking crucify myself. I'm gonna go tell the whatever king his name is, King Julian or King David.
King David, wasn't King Heron or something?
King Heroin, whatever.
H-Ron.
That I've been practicing magic. Because that's what they're scared of me. I can do magic. I turned water into wine, turned virgins into fucking whores. I'm gonna go tell him I did magic and he's gonna crucify me. Would that make you happy, Judas?
In magic.
In a young girl's heart, Jesus got killed on the crucifix. It's hard, it's magic. He can make water wine, but he doesn't know how to spend his time. Cause he's the son of the Lord, the savior of man. You cut him in half and he's still not dead.
He walked around for 3 more days, turned more water into wine, and so they say.
His name is Jesus. Jesus of Nazareth. Jesus Christ. Jesus of Nazareth.
He likes huffing from chemical barrels. Like the kind in the video game Doom.
Yeah. Think of any like video game barrel, and I can just Jesus walks up with a crowbar and a hammer, and it's just like he's like, "What's in here?" Oh, it was a battery acid. Woo! Woo! I'm going to cloud 9.
I'm gonna huff enough.
Man, Dad won't let me back home. I'll meet him this way.
Should I write something about a huffer? And really
dude, I think I would write. I'd give you some tidbits. I'd absolutely help you write about a huffer. I can ask my my sponsor about some like real life anecdotes.
Yeah, that would be great. What are some good like life roles for a huffer, like a career or a job or like a
works at like an auto body shop.
Oh
or
yeah,
like a brake shop. And what, like, he accidentally inhales something one day.
And then he gets high from it?
Yeah.
That could work.
He's like, I used to smoke weed all the time, man.
Blue collar huffing isn't as appealing to me for some reason.
Like a
it's like
Wall
sad,
Street, like a Wall Street banker.
Like not like
That's
a Wall
white
Street
collar.
banker.
That's
Like
white
some
collar.
like pink collar, like mid collar. You know?
Be like, yeah, someone working...
Somebody's zooming at home, or he works at a fucking
like
helium factory or something.
They're like a CPA, and they're like, 1 second, Charlotte, we'll be right back. Yeah, I think your returns look great for this year. We can talk about projected IRAs in just a moment. And he's like, takes something out of his desk. He forgets to put his camera. He forgets to turn his camera off. And just puts like a fucking 12-inch tall thing of brake fluid on his desk and goes, oh my god. And he's like,
this fucking bitch in her
and he's like, all right, so, Carol. I'm so fucked up.
Carol.
Carol, stop blowing on my face. Is that you? I didn't know you could blow through the screen. And he just fucking passes out into the brake fluid and drowns.
God, I want a chemical barrel so bad.
I bet huffing has to be so great for you to, like...
It is.
Have to go and, like,
is.
Get a huffing stuff.
Well, I feel like it's one of those things that if you could stop at one, as far as drugs go, or, like, substances, it's not really a drug, technically.
You're abusing a substance.
Yeah, it's a substance not designed to get you high. That gets you really fucking high. Yeah, it's so great. I gotta think heroin is probably the best one. Meth is probably second. If you're doing it once, just the one experience,
one and done.
Huffing one type of substance has to be third. Just from my limited exposure to popping, when I only did it a few times during that night, and in a very short period, my brain cells went gone, and I was already drunk.
Yeah,
but.
Just
wow! What a wowzer experience!
I've done
number 3.
I've done whippets. Whippets
was that sweet?
They were interesting. I was doing them wrong. First couple times, you take the canister, you put it in like a whipped cream dispenser, and it's just the canister, and then you just fill up a balloon.
Ooh.
And then you inhale the balloon. I was doing like little things at a time. I was like, yeah, I guess like I feel a little fuzzy. And then if you really do a big one and you inhale all of it, your mind just goes, and you're like, oh my god, and you're just literally starving your brain of oxygen and all these things. Your brain's like, holy shit,
it's got all
like
helium
this.
in your brain.
Do you talk like this?
I think you do talk weird. I think it makes your voice deeper though.
Ooh, nice.
I don't think it makes your voice higher.
So like with poppers, it pops your asshole open. And I didn't know that.
Yeah, it gets you real loose and
really ready to be fucked by a rugged soap salesman.
Yeah.
I don't know what.
Yeah, soap salesman. Yeah. What does he sell Dawn, or is he more
Dawn.
Like a Dove bar soap?
He's a Dawn guy.
Dawn.
He gets up at the break of dawn
to sell the Dawn.
To sell Dawn to women named Dawn who work at
H&R
Block.
H&R Block
as paralegals. Or not parafinancials?
Paraplegic
parafinancials?
It's the paraplegic parafinancials. On this week, we've got Peggy. She's the mid-country gal from Wisconsin. She's 34, got both of her legs paralyzed in a motorcycle accident. Is divorced.
Somebody else's motorcycle.
Is divorced.
Her husband left her because she had high legs and he was an avid jogger.
And... let's give it up for Peggy! And she comes, turns out, Peggy, you're quadriplegic, you do not qualify for this show.
Yeah, sorry, you bitch.
Sorry, you need to be able to have 2 working limbs of any sort.
How do you even masturbate?
You can't, you've got to come buzz in your son Marco, and he does the work for you.
But Marco, because his life is so hard, he gets high all the time. Because he's not very reliable.
He's not.
But when he's there, boy, do you get off.
Nah. But, before you leave, Peggy, why don't you wheel yourself on over here and just, let me honk you real quick. Honk, honk.
Honk.
That's your penance for the show. This is, I'm imagining this show is on, like, public access television.
I want to get a public access show really bad.
Fucking hilarious.
We could do it.
We could. The block, like, it can't be that expensive.
No, it was really silly. It's very cheap, but you have to do it all yourself.
We can do it.
Yeah, we could.
So yeah.
Drug trivia awareness.
Drug trivia
Drug awareness trivia. No, there should be a drug trivia awareness week. Just say we're having drug trivia every day at 3 p.m. and
3 p.m. every day
at 3 a.m.
3 p.m. 3 a.m. We're calling it it's the marathon. It's like,
we're on the threes.
We're on the threes.
Turn to your Zoom dials to drug awareness trivia.
I really wished I'd tuned in because
Why didn't you? You were working, right?
Yeah, and I think I saw it late. I think this is actually from it was from last week.
Oh.
But I took a picture of it because I was like, that's fucking hilarious. It's
weird.
Drug awareness trivia.
I've never seen mental health trivia.
I think they had mental health trivia.
What was it?
It was probably the same thing. I'm assuming it's just like a Zoom.
It was like, did you settle for going here because you A, have crippling depression,
B, got kicked out of your former university or college for abusing drugs, C,
or a first-generation American,
or D, you got kicked out of your previous college or university for sexual-related crime.
or D, you got kicked out of your previous related country for a first-generation immigrant.
Or F, all of the above. Drug awareness trivia. Nova. Let's see.
Let's see what comes up there.
We've got some drugabuse.gov, understanding drug use and addiction.
There's like a BuzzFeed related style ad listicle about
it's
drugs.
like find out what drug you're addicted to. It's like
which drug are you?
I'm
poppers.
I'm poppers.
My asshole is totally loose and I have a deprivation of oxygen.
I guarantee there's one. Which drug are you? Quiz.
How about poppers abuse awareness? See what comes up in that.
Poppers abuse awareness.
Maybe there's a ribbon I could wear.
What are poppers and how are they abused? Side effects of popper intoxication include nausea, nosebleeds, dizziness, lightheadedness, and respiratory problems.
Well, lightheadedness is called being high.
And the dizziness that comes with it.
You're like, oh man, this is fucked up.
Amyl nitrate. Sometimes poppers are not poppers. Huffing as an emergent health trend.
It's a trend?
No.
It's healthy?
No. I was kidding. As an emergent health concern among MSM substance users.
What's MSM?
Multiple sexual multiple myalgia.
I just farted on your diagnosis of me.
Oh, this is from the Journal of Gay and Lesbian Mental Health.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah, it is. Let's read about it.
We are writing to report on a small but possibly growing and worrisome trend among some American men who have sex with men. MSM. Men who have sex with men. You're MSM.
You weren't that far off. Men seeking men. That's what it means. Not men sex men. It's men
sexing men.
Men sexting men. Men who only sexed with other men. Yeah, don't take it further because they're cowards.
Yeah, they're like,
if you're out there and you're questioning your sexuality, don't question it. Find someone to have sex with.
Yeah, question it. Sure.
No.
Question it, but form a hypothesis. Test that hypothesis. And then see if your hypothesis was correct.
Yeah, and also...
And if the results were inconclusive, do it again.
You're not gay until you've given your second blowjob. Do you know that? That's like in the journal. That's lower in the journal, but...
It's the limits on 2?
Yeah, if you give one blowjob, you were experimenting.
What if you give one and get one?
If you get one, that's just... They're gay, you're not gay.
Yeah,
or you're just smart.
Them, right?
You're getting someone to blow you. Like, you shouldn't ask questions. Why are you asking questions? Just let them blow you. Don't turn down a blowjob. If you're out there, don't turn down a blowjob.
A blowy's good for anyone. What if you blew? Are you gay if you blow a chick that has a dick?
That's a complicated thing.
It is.
Because what do they identify as?
A chick with a dick.
They identify as a woman. So no, you're
not.
That
wasn't her words.
If you blow a woman, you're not, and you're a man, you're not gay.
I'd be like, oh, what do you mean? Are you just,
or you're gay.
Are you using different terminology? Would you eat her out?
You're straight for the stay or something. I don't know.
No, I didn't eat her out. I I sucked her dick. Oh, what do you mean? Her clit was these your big old clitoris?
Big old fucking clit.
Just honking around. Was it like a balloon when you
Did
don't
it look
blow
like
it
Beaker's nose?
No, I'm saying, man, she had a penis, a male genitalia, where her pussy should have been, and I put it in my mouth, and I sucked it until she came.
In my mouth.
In my mouth, and...
Oh, what's wrong with that? What were her tits like?
She didn't have any, and her name was Mark.
What I'm trying to say,
He's our son.
Dad, said I'm gay. And then it's like, oh, yeah, well, I figured as much.
Yeah, I figured as much. I couldn't
Oh,
tell.
this is kind of happy you got some.
Yeah, I'm just, I'm glad you popped your cherry, but you'll never actually pop a cherry.
Yeah, I don't know why you insisted on being a celibate. I've
could've
had
been-
no problem with your sexuality all this time.
You would have been at least, getting out there and working in the fields.
Maybe develop some nice relationships. Maybe one that would last.
Yeah, man.
But now you're
sitting
you're
in your
31 and you sucked your first dick at 31.
room. I guess slow golf clap for you, but
I have stage 4 liver failure, and I'm not gonna be around long enough to walk you down the aisle. You know what I mean?
yeah. So
Why'd you come out earlier?
yeah, you should.
I'm really accepting.
You go figure, right? Guy from the Bronx, grew
You're
up.
my firstborn.
Yeah. Your younger brothers and sisters have all exceeded you,
In every
exceeded
possible
you
way.
in every way, shape, and form. One's a politician, two are sports athletes, and you're my first, and you're
creeping out of the closet.
creeping out of the closet one little finger step at a time.
One just in time to watch me die of my liver
Yeah.
failure.
You know what you could do?
So
for
now
me,
you what?
'cause
Now you want to take care
you gotta
of your
take
own
a whole-
needs, be your own person while I'm dying,
Yeah.
and I need help,
And yeah.
and you're the only one left around.
What are you gonna do? How about we combine the two, son? This is there's a point in time where every father asks his son an important question.
Just every dying father asks his newly gay son.
Here are your options. You can smother me with a pillow and kill me, or option number 2, behind door number 2. There's gonna be some fun. Suck your father's dick. I'm not saying if your mother was still around, she would do it, but she committed suicide 25 years ago. About a year after you were born. You were the worst thing that ever happened to her. And not trying to put that.
I can't even look at you.
Not trying to put that burden on you. Just some food for thought while you're sucking my dick.
But I say a lot of things because I'm getting this dialysis. I think it's the dialysis.
It's not me talking, son. It's the lead. It's the lead they're giving me. They gave me
into my liver and in my brain.
They meant to give me a fucking saline solution last week, and they just hooked me up to an IV of straight lead.
I didn't even get the bib.
What did I just ask you, son? I hope it was nothing weird.
And he's just mumbling,
And he's
like the
like-
son just like.
And he's like, wait.
You gotta
So
speak
you
up.
were telling me something about your girlfriend? And he's like, oh God, do I have to come out to him again? He's like, yeah, I'm so glad son didn't turn out to be some faggot. And the son's like, oh my God.
Oh God. Yeah, but if you're out there and you're questioning yourself, just find a partner and you'll figure it out through that.
Yeah, go on, join some dating apps.
Both of all types.
There's got to be a date. I mean, well, you could probably do it, but like, if you go on Tinder and you set your preferences to men and women, both will be able to come up, right? You're allowed to do that.
I mean, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah, probably. I would imagine so. Try it.
Oh, let's continue with our
But yeah, go suck some dick. Eat some box. Like,
eat some bucks. Just don't
find yourself, and there's nothing wrong with it. Like, because I used to think like men who are bisexual were more like gay oriented, But I'm probably totally wrong because I just don't.
No, I think that tends to be true. I mean,
maybe. How many of them do you know? Probably a lot of them in rehab.
Well, I know 2. One of them was my neighbor growing up.
Oh, that guy, the one who taught you how to finger. Wendy's preferred fingering to come hither.
He didn't teach me. I consulted him. He was a consultant.
It's like fucking Accenture or something.
Yeah,
like
he worked for
Booz Allen Hamilton.
He worked for Booz Allen.
He was
Hamilton.
your fingering consultant.
Yeah, he was cheap.
Well, I hope so. All you had to do was finger him.
No. There wasn't any hands-on. There wasn't any hands-on.
His irresponsible
learning.
babysitting aunt. Gave him sugar snacks. What? But yeah, go find a lover.
And
you belong among the wildflowers.
You do.
Find you a lover.
I want you to embrace your sexuality, like Kevin Costner embraced the Indians in Last of the Mohicans, or Dances with Wolves.
Because you're never going to be in your sexuality is not going to be your fluid sexuality. Everyone's sexuality is fluid. It's not going to be fully embraced by another person, even if you're having intimate relations with them. Not every aspect of your sexuality is going to be fully embraced.
Yeah.
Because everyone, on some level, is into feet or elbows.
Someone's always going to kink shame you.
Exactly. You're going to be kink shamed. And we here, despite using some salty language, are not kink shaming.
No, we're not kink shaming. If you like.
Also, gay isn't a kink. It's like an orientation.
Gays, yeah. I mean, maybe. Wow. You just kind of popped my mind.
I popped your mind cherry.
I bet some people. And not trying to give them validity, but some people that are like kind of bi, they're like 98% straight, but every once in a while they're like, we should fucking gay person.
Like David Bowie?
Was David Bowie bi?
Look up David Bowie and the rumors of David Bowie and Mick Jagger. You know that song "Dancing in the Street"? Not "Dancing in the Street." It might have been "Dance." It was that Van Halen that did "Dancing in the Street"? Anyway, it was one of those songs. But it was David Bowie, Mick Jagger fucking. Like, basically was the rumor. They just made a music video and there was a period where they were fucking each other.
Was he gay, bisexual, or Bowie? David Bowie's gender-bending performances and cultural fluidity inspired
Ground control to Major Tom.
Yeah, I mean, he could be.
He went out of his way to look androgynous.
Yeah, he did, and he did a great job with it.
Could have just been an artistic thing, but yeah. I think he was.
He wasn't autistic.
Hey, that wasn't an autistic person. No, they don't sound like that.
My name's Terry. My name's Terry.
I'm Terry Larry. I'm quite hairy.
My name's Terry Larry. I'm quite hairy.
I have the strength of an orangutan.
You call it tart strength, I call it bravery.
Bravery, Terry Larry. He's hairy, he's brave. He does not shave.
There once was a boy named Larry who had 2 X chromosomes.
Terry Larry is so hairy. He's got the strength of an orangutan.
You could say his intelligence isn't ordinary, 'cause he's autistic.
No, their intelligence is normal. They just, right? Isn't it just like they're in their own universes and stuff?
Yeah, dude, I wonder what tripping, if you were like autistic or you had Asperger's and you tripped, you took like some LSD.
If you had Asperger's, you'd probably like walk inside a library and just look at the organization of it and just fucking cum your pants.
Or
you go with the fucking
decimal systems overload.
Or you'd you'd sit there like high as fuck and watch The Tomb of the Unknown Soldier and to see the proficiency of which they like change over.
And you'd be like, oh, that's great. That should be me.
That's so good. 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 Say it 9 more times. That's so good. That's so good. That's so good.
What if you have to go to the bathroom? What if you have to go to the bathroom? What if you have to go to the bathroom? What do you have to go to the bathroom? And then one of them's finally like, kid, shut the fuck up. And he's like, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And he just like, he's like, we usually use blanks, but...
Now it's a Tomb of the Known Soldier, motherfucker.
Yeah, bitch. So yeah, I've been strongly considering. I'd love to get into acting.
Yeah?
I think it'd be great.
It's fun.
It is. We should we might make some shorts.
We're going to make some shorts. Wearing our shorts.
Yeah. While we're shorting bets.
Yeah, shorting bets.
Shorting bets.
I wish you could short. You can short teams. Like, you just say, like, how many that are going to get under a certain amount of wins. That's what I did on the Cleveland Browns.
What did you short them at?
Under 9. Well, they're 5-2. But I got the Bears over 8. And they're 5-1. I got the Bills over 9, and they're 5-2.
So
I'll get 2 of those 3.
I think those will hit.
Yeah, man. Yeah, boy. We're gonna finish strong, cause then I got my psychiatry appointment online at 8 p.m. I took some coffee so we could do this, and I could fucking be so sane on the call. What'd you do tonight? I talked about autism and gayness and substance abuse trivia.
Substance abuse trivia. The trivia in all honesty was probably about just like questions like, which misconceptions are there? Like weed gets you high. Cocaine can be done, recreationally.
If you're like a type that goes to music festivals,
only black people smoke crack. And you're like,
so you're like, excuse me. You'd be like, I thought you said these were misconceptions. And they're like, you're an awful person.
What, you gonna vote for Trump? And you're like, oh my God.
Are you gonna vote for Trump, Patrice?
It's a good question. I don't know. Have you voted yet?
No, I'm gonna go on next Monday. I was gonna go today, but I was like, I'm not waking up from a nap or excess sleep to go write somebody in and wait in line to do it.
No,
I'll do it the day before. I'm gonna write somebody in. I've decided.
I wouldn't even feel. I personally.
You want to write in the same person or entity?
I know who I'm gonna write in.
Who?
Roland Taylor.
Roland Taylor for president.
Roland Taylor.
I've considered writing in my friend who invited me to his wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a great wedding. He made a speech at his wedding.
That's good.
It was a really beautiful speech. And I was like, you know what? He works in politics, and he's like, he definitely is one side over the other, and I won't disclose, but I mean, it doesn't turn me off towards him because I know his character, and I know what's in his heart, and like he has one, and so does Roland Taylor.
Roland Taylor does. He's a man for the people of Poland because he's rolling in Poland.
Rolling in Poland. Please, if you're out there, give Roland Taylor more than 2 write-ins, and he gets to be on the ballot next time. I think for sure that's how it works, right?
More than 2?
More than 2, and you get on the ballot.
It might be.
It's not 5%. No, there's no 5%.
It's got to be at least 2.
It's 3 people.
3, all 3 of them.
I have on record that Luther Danger voted for Turd on Fire, so that's one other possibility I'm considering.
That's good.
But I didn't do a home ballot, so I'm not writing in Turd on Fire. I'm not going out of my way
to go somewhere to write Turd on Fire
when I know ahead of time who I wasn't going to vote for either of these candidates. But to be honest, I want not everyone, but everyone that's either like far left or just like hates Trump to have a public social networking meltdown all at once. So, because I'm struggling to get off with masturbating these days, and that would really help me.
It would help me too.
Okay, so please, you don't have to vote for him, but I want you to melt down. I don't care if you don't even listen to the show anymore.
No, I want you to lose your shit.
Lose your mind. Make it public so that 10 years from now it comes back on your status when you had to realize that you were fucked up in the head.
And you're not going to get hired.
Yeah, you're not going to get hired because the world would be run by autocrats at that point of either party, and they don't want to be associated with your public views.
No, they don't.
Okay. All right, bye.